October 26, 2024, a day that heightened tensions between Israel and Iran to new levels. Over 100 Israeli aircraft launched a massive strike on Iranian military facilities, targeting missile factories and air defense systems. This was no ordinary skirmish, it was a calculated move aimed at reducing Iran's military capabilities. So why did Israel make this move, and how is Iran planning to respond? To understand the gravity of this attack, we have to go back to the recent past. Iran and Israel have been locked in a shadow war for years, with each side watching the other's moves closely. Israel, concerned about Iran's missile capabilities and its growing influence in the region, has been on high alert. In early October, a missile strike by Iran pushed Israel's patience to its limit. This tension finally boiled over on October 26, when Israel, asserting its right to self-defense, struck back hard, aiming to cripple Iran's missile production and air defenses. But Iran wouldn't just sit back. Israel's operation was extensive. Over 100 aircraft targeted key missile manufacturing plants and air defense sites across Iran. By doing this, Israel aimed to disrupt Iran's ability to launch attacks and reduce its regional power. The goal? Limit Iran's potential to retaliate, not just against Israel but also against its regional allies. At first, Iran's response was surprisingly restrained. Officials claimed their air defenses intercepted several Israeli missiles, downplaying the impact. But soon after, the tone shifted. Iran called the operation an act of aggression and vowed a swift response. The nation was already considering a range of actions: missile strikes on Israeli targets, or increased support for groups like Hezbollah operating in Lebanon and Syria. But the reverberations didn't stop at Israel and Iran. Iraq, a close neighbor, immediately suspended flights, and Syria reported increased military activity. The United States stepped in, not to strike but to deploy additional anti-missile systems to support Israel, sending a clear message of defense. Even as Washington reaffirmed Israel's right to defend itself, it urged restraint to avoid a larger regional war. The stakes are high. Each move carries the risk of drawing more nations into the conflict. And with Israel and Iran's long-standing enmity, any misstep could spark a major confrontation, pulling the region and possibly the world into a larger crisis. Now we wait. Iran has promised retaliation, with options on the table ranging from direct missile attacks to proxy warfare through allied groups like Hezbollah. Israel remains on high alert, while regional powers brace for a potential escalation. The US and the international community are pressing both sides for calm, but how likely is peace? This unfolding story is a critical reminder of the fragile balance in the Middle East. Will Iran's response be swift and fierce, or will diplomacy intervene? Stay tuned as we continue to follow these developments closely. Let us know in the comments, what do you think Iran will do next? Can diplomacy hold this region back from the brink?